come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down when the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run. Know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous. I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no bill. See the pain deep in my eyes. They know it's real. Yeah, been this way right before the deal. Say this one for your photo reel. Blessing after testing. I'ma show them skills. Show them skills. Yeah, how about it? You want it, you have it, you got it. Go snatch it, start the lot. Go ahead, jump it, how about it? Rep for your bra, for your post, your poppin', your projects. Pain driven, itching, drumming. Look how far we coming. Heartbeat on the streets, you can do it. Ain't built for the weekend. Sweet, this sugar, one man army, but get deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't damaged goods, damn it out the clay. You wish you could. I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill?
Coach, the city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying fly, Eagles, fly, as they get ready to match up with the Chicago Bears. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Here we go. Over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Go. 120! Hey,
that QB's trash. Let's go.
Wentz now on first down. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The last time these two teams met, boy, was it memorable. Wild card weekend last year as the Eagles started their Super Bowl title defense, and they held on thanks to the doink or the double doink heard around the world on the Cody Parkey missed field goal, and the Eagles would escape 16-15. Of course, they would go on to lose the following weekend to the New Orleans. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Khalil Mack in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Fielded just inside the 20. It's a nifty return of 29 yards, and the Bears take over. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10. They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. On 2nd down now, it's Cohen, and this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. Completes it to the tight end, Burton. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now Trubisky. Now the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. This is Corey Clement, the 3rd-year back from Wisconsin. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Wentz. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Flushed out right. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, they go right back to Cohen. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
A gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
180. Let's go, D. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 39. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here's Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Clement. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early. You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your...
Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Now, remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They're throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Here we go. Watch twist.
Now on 2nd and 13, Wentz. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This complete left side to Aguilar.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
At their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They're going to run this with a tight end. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Here we go. Back man. Waiting. Hey, tight.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. They'll find Lindsey here. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Wentz defers to Clement. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
You don't want no problem. You don't want no problem with me.
They only need a yard here. 3rd down and 1 after the penalty. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Leonard Floyd in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, an 80-yard touchdown as the Bears push further out in front. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
14, 82, 14. Hey, wahoo!
From the gun, it's Wentz. He finds Aguilar over the middle. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. Trubisky brings the Bears out 1st and 10 at their own 15. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Brandon Graham in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14. Now it's Trubisky. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. Jackson's got it over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 yards, a 1st down. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Phillip Lindsay, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And it's blocked. The Bears pick it up. He's got daylight. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, 20, 10, and all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty. From the gun, it's Trubisky, sliding out of the pocket. And that's caught for a Bear touchdown. It's the tight end, Trey Burton. Trey Burton, his second touchdown on the season as the Bears push further out in front. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Here we go, dude. Here I come. Here I come.
Sunday.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. The 20, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky, and he completes it to Cohen. To the 40 and no further. The razzle-dazzle, though, got him a couple extra on the play. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And at his size, he's and he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky as the Bears push further out in front. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Caught right side, it's Jeffrey. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Here I come.
Two jet.
Check.
Now Wentz. It's caught by Aguilar. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On first down, Wentz. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. They go play action here on first down. And that's complete to Jeffrey. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Again, it's Wentz. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
A final shot before half for Wentz. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Throw left side, taken in by Miller. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 12 yards there and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First down, a run with Cohen. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They try again with Cohen. And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. 2 running plays go backwards, so what's the call on 3rd and 13 now? This one out left to the tight end, Burton. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. So they'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Wentz now on 1st down. That is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Wentz now to throw. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. He's at the 50. 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nelson Aguilar. 93 yards. And the Eagles get a score closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
This is Cohen. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Trubisky to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Caught out left side by Robinson. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. Trubisky now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They go play action with Trubisky. He'll buy some time right. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown Bears. Allen Robinson with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Let's go. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
The Bears 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. Cohen. And he showed some fancy footwork on the juke, but then quickly taken down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Again, it's Cohen. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down. A 1st down carry for Davis. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. They go again with Davis. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Give the tackle that time to Rodney McLeod. On 3rd down, Trubisky. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Looking to throw on second down. Wentz, and that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Khalil Mack, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Fielded at the 43. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. On first down, it's Cohen. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cohen. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards there, first down. They'll run on first down. Cohen. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. On 2nd and 12, Trubisky. And his throw is incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And it's third down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, and we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Go, go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, watch the right. Watch the right.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. From midfield, here's Wentz. Now they set up the screen for Clement. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Now on 2nd and 13. Wentz, and he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Jerry Tillery able to record his 5th sack of the season.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Wentz going to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
Watch left. Here we go.
Wentz going to go on 4th down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Byron Murphy, the rookie from Washington. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. He'll have a 1st down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They'll try the counter here, Cohen. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cohen. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They go play action. Trubisky. He's got his tight end, Burton. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Wide open receiver complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know that plenty of people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Wentz. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs needing to win that turnover battle. And this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far, a big reason why they lead this game.
Yeah, and I know defenses always talk about getting turnovers in bunches, getting those takeaways. 2's not a bunch, but it's plenty in this game, exactly the formula they need. And I got to tell you, partner, I like it when you think back to something I said that actually comes true. It's actually right.
It happens more often than you might think. He may try and run for this. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5 quarterback picks up the first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go forward.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
X3, 218, jump. X4, Tokyo.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wentz. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was